Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Hooking up my trailer. I want to tell everybody a good source of scrap metal might be your local officials, like your building inspector, maybe the local nuisance officer. Maybe you go down to the building inspection department, leave some business cards, because what you're going to find is they drive around all over town. They drive around all over town and they see stuff everywhere. So if you get to know them, they get to know you. There's a good possibility that when they see something, they'll contact you and say, hey, scrapping with Grandpa. If you need some scrap metal, there's some sitting on the side of the road at such and such a spot. So basically, that's what I did. I left some business cards. I still have a lot of work to do here, but I left some business cards at the local building inspecting office and said, hey, if you guys see something that needs to be gone, let the people know that I'll come pick it up for free. So let me go grab a pair of gloves and we're gonna go grab some goodness. Everybody, so I went into my local building inspection office.
The destination is on your left.
Left them some business cards and said, hey, if you see anything and you like to get rid of it or have it hauled away, give me a call. I'd be glad to come pick it up. And they did. I left them some of my cards and whatnot, and I told them I'd get it as soon as I could. Of course, we've had a little bit of rain here from that little tropical depression that came across Florida. So I might get a few raindrops on me, but other than that, I don't think it's going to kill me. And since I'm not made of sugar, I'm not going to melt. So if you have, of course you do, a local building inspector or nuisance officer in your town, look at that. I was hoping that that was going to be aluminum, but it's not. Go give them a shout. Give them some cards. Say, hey, if you see something, because they're driving around all over the place. They see everything, and they'll probably say, hey, I seen something over at such and such a spot. Doesn't look good sitting out there, so go get it. So that's what happened. They called me. Oh, look at this thing is falling apart. Nothing left to this grill. The legs are falling off. Literally. Look at that. Well, they couldn't use this grill much more. All right. Yes, sir. Yeah. So remember, any place, I got some wire on here that's got to come off of here. Anytime you got a local municipal, what do they call that? Building inspections, police department, wherever. I mean, think about it. The police are driving around everywhere. They see stuff everywhere. So if you can get in good with them and say, hey, I collect scrap metal. If you see anything, give me a call. Leave them your telephone number. That is going to be a perfect opportunity to get some good scrap metal. And that's what I did. So now when they see something on the side of the street, they just call Scrapping with Grandpa. Here I am, buddy. Here I am. Give me the scrap. Okay. There we go. Hoo-yah. Next thing you know, you'll have a full trailer. Keep on keeping on, buddy. Good morning, neighbor. Good morning, neighbor. All right, we got that scrap metal. Let's roll on to the next one. Stop in again at my local building supply. Building inspector. And leave them some more of my cards. I think they're out. Like I said, it's a good source of scrap metal. If you get the town, go to the town that you live in, go to the building inspector. They have a nuisance officer. A nuisance officer is somebody that goes around and tells people, hey, you got to get rid of that, or you got to get rid of this, or this doesn't look good, or this, that, and the other. And telling you, when they see scrap metal, if you tell them about yourself, they're going to call you and say, hey, I just talked to such and such, and they have some scrap metal or whatever they might have. Come and get it, or go get it, and give you an address. Can't beat that. So I'm going to stop number 2 this morning and see if we can't pick up a little bit more, get this trailer full. This is my local code enforcement place in Bowling Spring Lakes, where I live. I'm going to bring them some of these cards, or stickers. I don't have any of the cards with me, but I'm going to bring some of these stickers in, and maybe when people come in and they see it, they'll give me a call to come pick up scrap metal. Maybe they're moving in, maybe they're moving out, and they need to have some stuff hauled away. It's a good source of scrap metal, everybody. Let's go leave them some business cards. A call from a guy that said he had a washing machine and he just replaced it with a stackable, and said come to my place, gave me the address, said come pick this thing up if you want it, but it could easily be resold. He said it has a dent in it, but the dent was there when he bought it. He bought a scratching dent instead of buying something brand new, saved him a whole bunch of money. So he says, listen, come get this washing machine, and you can scrap it if you want to, but it's something I believe you can resell. And I'm pretty sure the address is right down here. So I'm gonna go see if I can find this place. There it is right there. Look at there. Boy, they did some real cleanup here. This used to be all woods. Name out there, oh, people won't know about you. Oh, that's a big dent. That is a big dent. He said he bought it like this. He said he bought it like this as a scratch and dent, but it no longer fits in the house. Gosh, can I pick that thing up? Looks like one of them heavy ones. Nope. Nope, it's too heavy. All right, I'm gonna have to wait till I can get some help, but I would love to have that piece to resell. That piece was way too heavy for me to pick up by myself, so I'm going to wait until the man is home. The woman was there. I'm gonna wait till the man is home so he can help me load that thing, because there's no way I can pick it up by myself, and I don't want to damage it because it's a resale item. Even though it has a big dent in it, I still think that somebody would like to have something like that for 50 bucks. So $50 is better than $4. That right out there is what they call our big lake, Lake Priscilla, I think. And it's no longer there because we had a hurricane and the dam broke. So now we're getting ready to get our lake back. They just passed something in the election thing to get it put back. So they have to go in the lake and get all the vegetation out of there before they can let it fill back up. So they've got the equipment here now for that. I'm looking forward to it. If it wasn't raining, I'd fly my drone over it. I'm going to go down to Southport, which is where I live. I live in Bowling Springs, but Southport, Bowling Springs, same zip code. And I want to do an aerial view of my town, Southport. So anybody that wants to see that aerial video, please say yes in the comments down below. if I get enough comments saying yes, I'll go make an aerial view video of my town. And if you want to find some interesting things about my town, go on to Google and type in movies filmed in Southport, North Carolina. I think you'll find it pretty interesting. Silver Scorpion came right while they were filming the latest Mel Gibson movie, and we didn't get to see Mel Gibson, but we did get to see them doing some filming. So we live in a pretty popular movie place, and if you want to see my town, give me a thumbs up and a comment, and I'll make a video. I'm not sure. Working load limit, that looks like it came off an electrical truck, and they didn't have anything in it, so it blew off. So right in the middle of the street, I figured I'd pick it up, be a good Samaritan. Called me up and said, hey brother, I got some scrap metal over here if you want to come and get it. So let's go over to my sister's house, pick up some scrap metal.
Is it?
Yeah, that right there. Goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything that has steel in it. I've been out picking up I have a hookup with the town.
Do you?
Ruth Beck.
She's like, call Andrew.
She's got a nuisance officer, and she gave him my number, said, you see anything on the side of the street, scrap metal, anything, call him.
Andrew.
So I got a call yesterday. I picked up all that stuff this morning from one call they sent me to.
Nice.
I know. Yeah, new nuisance officer has my number on speed dial.
Nice.
I love it.
Here, take this too.
I love it. So every time they find something or tell somebody they got to get rid of something, they call me. How cool is that?
I think that's copper.
Huh?
I think that's copper.
Oh yeah, that's a nice piece there. All them pieces are.
This is good.
Yeah, these are nice. Separate that. Oh, nice. Goodness. That's garbage. This is all goodness. Okay.
I'm just going to stay out because I don't want spots to get out. So.
Oh, you couldn't catch her?
She loves it.
It's a beautiful day. Really. I'm starting to get tired of these damn GoPros.
They're not good.
No.
Good as this goes in the back.
What? Yeah, right. Everything goes right here. Get me a load.
Got that hookup.
Yeah, that's a great hookup. This stuff right here is good stuff. Goodness, right here. That's a good money right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's probably $10. There's got to be at least $10 worth of wire there.
Not any way I can do.
I love it. Oh, you got one of them scales too, huh? Something like that one I had.
No, that's the one I said wouldn't sell after 10 auctions.
Oh yeah.
And I said, scrap it. And you said, okay, just...
No, I had no. Remember, I had the other one, the one I brought. This ain't the one I brought.
It is. It's the only one I've ever had.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's goodness right there. Oh,
Glad I could help.
I'm glad you did too. Goodness, love it.
If I find anything more in that unit as far as super scrap and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. My trailer broke last week. I traded Leon some work on my trailer for letting him use it for 3 or 4 days. Got my trailer fixed.
Good, your license plate's gone.
Yeah, I don't care.
Love it.
Nobody seems to bother me about it, so.
They know you.
Yeah. They don't.
Oh, good, I'm glad I could help.
I mean, no. I think I have to renew it soon. It's one of them old ones. All right, sister, I love you.
Trailers don't have to be renewed. Ours
Yeah.
says forever.
Not mine. I just got a thing in the mail the other day.
You gotta pay, but I don't.
Yeah, I paid. I paid, and they sent me a new tag.
Oh, okay.
They even sent me a new, I don't know why they sent me a new tag. It's a multi-year tag. It's a multi-year tag, and they sent me a new one, but I think it's for the trailer that I sold to Silver Scorpion in Virginia.
Oh.
So it's not even one of the trailers that I have. But I paid for it not knowing what trailer it was, and it's the one that I sold, I'm pretty sure. So I gotta call him and have him get that damn thing out of my name.
Yeah.
Love you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Everybody, I've got one for you. Check this out. This used to be called Lake Patricia. We had 25 inches, I think, of rain. And the dam right here wasn't opened soon enough. And it came up and over and across the street and just started washing stuff out everywhere through here. And we lost our lake. This is Lake Patricia. If you look back at some of my videos, you'll see where they got jet skis and motorboats, and hell, I've got a bunch of videos of me out in our boat from out there. Lake Patricia. So the dam gave way, which is right over here behind me. And yeah, this is what it did. I'm scared to walk over next to that road. I don't know how much of it's caved in, so I'm not going to get too close there. I'll be falling in. So yeah, so Hurricane Florence, 25 inches of rain or so, completely devastated our lake. So we haven't had a lake for quite some time. There was the vote here locally to repair the dam and pay higher taxes, and it got voted in. So, boy, I'd love to have that scrap metal. That's good scrap metal there. The town ought to pull that up out of the hole and give it to me. Cut it into pieces. I'll bring that stuff in. Heck yeah. So they voted yes to raise our taxes to repair the dam. But as you can see, the water was washing over the whole street. And it completely washed it away. This road has been closed for going on 3-4 years now. We haven't had our lake or our road. This was a quick shortcut to get from one side of the Bowling Springs to the other, but that shortcut is no longer, until they can get our lake put back together. But right now, if you can see down there, let me see if you can, they're cutting the grass. They're cutting the grass, cutting all the trees back out because they can't fill up the lake with all the vegetation in there. Excuse me. So now they're just literally filling, cutting down all the vegetation through here so that they can rebuild this dam. So I guess we need a new dam, and obviously our road back in order to get back and forth through here. Used to be a good fishing spot right down here. I'm just not so sure anymore. Probably still is, to be honest with you. I'm seeing a lot of action down there. Well, actually I'm not. I'm seeing water dripping off the train tracks. Yep, water dripping off the train tracks. But this used to be an awesome place to come with your boat. Right over there where that big truck is, I'm not sure if you can see that far down, is where the boat launch was. So this is actually the only boat launch or boat ramp to this lake, public boat ramp to this lake. So this is where everybody launched their boats at, kayaks at, jet skis at, and all that kind of stuff. And 25 inches of rain destroyed, I mean literally destroyed our lake. So since Hurricane Florence, this is all we've had. Yep, this is it. And this is a natural filled lake too, so yeah, naturally fed spring. So the spring now it's just a little shallow hole that comes down and just goes out. But it used to be what they call Lake Priscilla, or most people around here call it the Big Lake, because it's the biggest lake here in Bowling Springs, but it is washed away. And the dam is just old apparently, and it's not reusable anymore, so they're going to replace it. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that. Water level was at 24 foot here coming over the road. I have video, matter of fact, of when it first breached and came over. I have drone video of that. I came out and flew my drone because I only live about half a mile that way. So I flew my drone over here and got video of that water that was washing over the road before and after. I'm looking forward to getting our lake back, I know that. But all that vegetation that's grown up here in the last 3 or 4 years has to be cut down before they can even refill it. Not to mention, The dam has to be rebuilt, the road has to be rebuilt, so we got a lot of work to do here. Something like $20-some million worth of work, so there's a lot of work going to be going on here. I was out scrapping today and figured I'd just bring you guys by here and see what we have going on over here. You can see here it says vote yes. In other words, these people that live on this lake, they're ready to get their lake back. They're probably paying high taxes, like lakefront taxes for their properties without a lake. So I'm sure everybody on the lake wanted to get their lake back. Vote yes, John 3:16. All right, guys, I went to my sister's house. She went and bought she likes to buy lockers, like storage units. She bought a storage unit, and when I get back to the house, I'll show you what I got. This was some of the stuff that was in the storage unit right here, and I got 40 half-dollars, all silver, that I bought from my sister, from a locker that she bought. All right, everybody, check this out. Like I was trying to tell you, if you want to pick up extra scrap metal, a good source is your local building inspector or municipal building. If they see something on the side of the street, give them your name, give them your business card, give them your telephone number, whatever, and say, look, if you see somebody or that has scrap metal on the side of the road, or if you go to somebody's house and they have a pile of trash that needs to be gotten rid of, give them my telephone number. Have them call me. And I'll go over there and pick up their scrap metal, and it won't be a nuisance to you, which is awesome. So I got this toolbox, all this scrap metal. Look at this goodness. Got a stove. Look at this. That's some nice wire. Look at that. That's all free. Freebie. Look at this. These are copper. 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 All copper. That's goodness right there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some of these other things in there that I've already broke down. Cut some more wires off of them because I like them wires. And I took them apart the other day on video. You seen that? So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to finish, well, not filling maybe, but at least putting some more stuff in here that I can get rid of and bring it to the scrapyard. Be watching. If something you're interested in, I found out some pretty cool information from my sister on a Google search and how to find out what something is worth. I'm going to make a video on that soon. So hopefully it's something that everybody would be interested in, because us scrappers, you never know. When you run across something, you take a picture of it, Google will tell you what it's worth. And I'll show you how to do that in one of my next videos. In the meantime, I just got back to the house with this scrap. It's kind of nasty out. A little overcast. Although it's 75 degrees, it's overcast from that tropical storm that came across Florida. And yeah, we've got some goodness here. So I'm gonna finish loading these few things here. These lawnmowers, I'll do a video on them another time, because I do take them apart and try to maximize my money on the lawnmowers with the aluminum. Bringing in as dirty aluminum, it only takes a few minutes to take it apart. It's better than throwing that whole machine in there like it is, when it only takes a few bolts to separate that aluminum engine from the body. So that's what I'm going to work on today. Not the lawnmowers, but loading anything that I have out here that just is ready to go. I've got to get rid of some stuff. All right, be watching for that video on how to find out what things are worth on Google. I will be sharing that shortly.